The girl accidentally discovers her childhood friend's computer is filled with only pictures of her. In the 20 years they've known each other, from innocence to adulthood, all the photos were vividly preserved. This couldn't help but make her recall asking Sunwoo a few days ago what an unrequited love feels like. Although it's your own heart, that feeling is completely beyond your control. Sunwoo's answer made Eun-soo's heart skip a beat. Could it be that for the past 20 years, Sunwoo has been secretly in love with her? At this time, Eun-soo, a freelance lyricist, got a chance to work with a producer she admired, but he felt her lyrics lacked emotion and politely declined to collaborate. Although after Eun-soo's constant pleading, he reluctantly agreed to give her 2 weeks to revise, but she had no experience with unrequited love, so she couldn't write about that feeling at all. So, as usual, she asked Sunwoo out for a drink to vent. Sunwoo could see she really cared about this opportunity to give Eun-soo some inspiration. Sunwoo shared his insights on unrequited love. Unexpectedly, Eun-soo asked him in return, asking if he had a secret crush on someone. This left Sunwoo speechless. Seeing Sunwoo was quite knowledgeable about unrequited love, Eun-soo wanted Sunwoo to be her assistant and move in with her to help her write the lyrics. After a moment of thought, Sunwoo refused. On the way home, the first snow of the season began to fall. Sunwoo, afraid Eun-soo was cold, took off his scarf and wrapped it around her. He even scolded her for not dressing warmer in the cold, but she just covered her ears with her hands, as if she couldn't stand his nagging. 20 years together had made them dependent on each other. In front of Eun-soo's house, Sunwoo patiently reminded her to shower before sleeping and not to fall asleep on the sofa again. But Eun-soo encouraged him to follow his heart and bravely confess to the person he likes. This left Sunwoo exasperated. Back home, Eun-soo collapsed onto the sofa, stroking Sunwoo's scarf, wondering who his secret crush really was. Meanwhile, Sunwoo returned to his studio. He fell into thought as he looked at the photos of Eun-soo on his computer. Memories from 4 years ago flooded his mind. That year, Sunwoo entered a photography competition. Before the results were announced, Eun-soo had dragged him to a bar to celebrate. Because in Eun-soo's eyes, Sunwoo was the best photographer. But Sunwoo only won second place. Indignant, Eun-soo took out her phone, ready to call and complain to the judges. She feigned optimism, cheering Sunwoo on, but a hint of sadness flashed across her face. It turned out Eun-soo had just been dumped by a jerk. The bar owner advised Eun-soo not to just date anyone. She should find someone like Sunwoo, a handsome and reliable man. Beside them, Sunwoo eagerly awaited Eun-soo's response. But in the end, in front of everyone, Eun-soo flatly rejected the idea of being with Sunwoo. She even promised to be best friends with him forever, because if they became lovers, they would eventually break up. Only by being friends for life would they never be apart. Sunwoo was happy with Eun-soo's idea, but also couldn't accept just being friends for life with the person he loves. So, the next morning, Sunwoo knocked on Eun-soo's door with his suitcase. He agreed to move in temporarily to help her write lyrics. Although Eun-soo didn't understand why he changed his mind, she welcomed him from the bottom of her heart, and Sunwoo quickly got into character. The first thing he did after moving in was clean up her messy, pigsty-like room. He spent the whole morning making Eun-soo's place look brand new. When it was time to eat, Sunwoo went into the kitchen himself and made a hearty lunch for Eun-soo. But what broke Sunwoo's heart was that while eating the food he cooked, Eun-soo was talking about a new person she liked. Eun-soo really liked the producer she was working with. She constantly browsed the producer's social media, trying to find common interests from his latest posts to strike up a conversation. A jealous Sunwoo could only keep drinking to forget, because watching the person you love be infatuated with someone else is too painful. After eating, Eun-soo lay down on the floor and fell asleep. Sunwoo covered her with a blanket to keep her warm, then quietly lay down beside her, freely admiring her beauty. But just then, Eun-soo suddenly opened her eyes. Looking at Sunwoo's affectionate gaze, Eun-soo was flustered for a moment, but that was quickly followed by an extremely awkward avoidance. For the rest of the day, the two of them deliberately searched for various different topics to dispel the awkward atmosphere. But the scene of them eating together was truly heartwarming. Today, Sunwoo accompanied Eun-soo to meet the producer for work. The producer skillfully placed a bottle of orange juice in front of Eun-soo. To ruin the ambiguous atmosphere between Eun-soo and the producer, Sunwoo snatched the orange juice from Eun-soo's hand and replaced it with blueberry juice. Then, he deliberately said in front of the producer that Eun-soo hates oranges the most. After saying that, he drank it all in one go. As a veteran in love, the producer could see Sunwoo's little trick immediately. So, he told Eun-soo, "You can ask your friend about that feeling of unrequited love." On the way back, the two had a disagreement. Eun-soo didn't understand why Sunwoo always disliked the guys around her. But Sunwoo couldn't voice his true feelings. Even a stranger could see his intentions. But Eun-soo, who should understand him best, didn't realize it. He got angry and jumped out of the car halfway. But Eun-soo wouldn't back down. She deliberately stepped on the gas and sped off. But the next second, Eun-soo appeared before him with a bouquet of violets. They looked at each other and smiled, and silently made up. Like a young couple, they never stayed mad overnight. After making up, they happily went shopping together. Sunwoo even specially bought chocolates for Eun-soo. As soon as they got home, they were startled by Eun-soo's mother. Eun-soo hurriedly explained that Sunwoo was just staying at her place temporarily. Her mother pulled out a chair and told them to sit. Then, she took out a deck of tarot cards. She told Sunwoo to think about his worries and sincerely pick 3 cards with his left hand. After Sunwoo chose 3 cards, her mother could see that he liked someone, and it was a pure love. The second card meant endless sincerity, and the last card was about the location of the person he likes. Sun Woo was very flustered. Eun-soo's mother saw his panic and said the person was very far away. After saying that, she quickly packed up and left. Before leaving, she gave the last card to Sun Woo, saying it was a good luck charm. During a meal, Eun-soo wanted to experience the atmosphere at 4 a.m. so Sun Woo got up early to indulge her crazy idea. Although he grumbled, he still remembered to take off his scarf and thoughtfully wrap it around Eun-soo. And Eun-soo was used to his companionship, even though she had countless scarves. Eun-soo never wore them, because as long as Sun Woo was there, she could be carefree. During work, Eun-soo racked her brains for lyrics. Meanwhile, Sun Woo wore headphones, listening to the melody, and quietly watched the Eun-soo he adored. At this moment, no one understood the taste of a secret love better than him. With the person I love, I can only touch them with my fingertips like this. Can I hold them directly like this? With the warmth from Eun-soo's fingertips, Sun Woo was clearly flustered. To help Eun-soo quickly find inspiration, Sun Woo watched hundreds of romantic movies with her. But every time, Sun Woo was the one who cried his eyes out, and Eun-soo had to console him. In the following days, Sun Woo wrote down his feelings of secretly loving Eun-soo every day for 8 years into a notebook. Bit by bit, thanks to their joint efforts, Eun-soo finally finished revising the lyrics. As expected, the revised lyrics were approved by the producer. She even got an invitation to have dinner with the singer. Eun-soo excitedly shared the news with her best friend. Her friend was also very happy for her and asked if she had shared it with Sun Woo. Eun-soo said not yet. Then, she curiously asked her friend how she ended up marrying her friend of 15 years. Her friend told her, "What's wrong with that? You didn't like him yesterday. But you like him today. That's fine." Her friend's husband curiously asked Eun-soo if Sun Woo had confessed to her yet. Eun-soo found it strange that they would ask, but her friend thought Eun-soo was too dense. "It's so obvious, but you have no idea." She also told Eun-soo to use this opportunity of living together to think carefully. Eun-soo also felt she would never find anyone like Sun Woo again. But thinking about spending her whole life with Sun Woo, sadness and fear welled up in her heart. She was afraid Sun Woo would get hurt if they broke up. Because Sun Woo was really important to her. That night, Sun Woo was taking a shower in the bathroom. His phone in the living room kept ringing. Eun-soo, passing by, answered the call. It was Sun Woo's colleague, who urgently needed a file from Sun Woo's computer. Afraid of delaying Sun Woo's work, Eun-soo took the liberty of opening his computer to help send the file. But on Sun Woo's computer, she discovered lots of photos of herself. Memories came flooding back again. Back in their school days, Eun-soo had once written lyrics about their friendship. She wanted to read the lyrics to Sun Woo, but Sun Woo was busy taking pictures of her with his camera. Eun-soo seriously asked him why he was always taking pictures of her. But Sun Woo lied and said he was taking a picture of the notebook on the table. Becoming a great photographer was Sun Woo's dream. Now, thanks to his own efforts, Sun Woo had been recognized by an internationally renowned photographer. This master invited Sun Woo to go abroad with him to develop his career. This was a rare opportunity for him to step onto the international stage. But Sun Woo hesitated, because he wasn't ready to be apart from Eun-soo. At this time, Eun-soo's career was also taking off. Her lyrics were starting to gain recognition, but Eun-soo couldn't be happy. Ever since discovering Sun Woo's secret love for her, Eun-soo had felt conflicted. Because from the moment she sensed Sun Woo's love, their relationship was no longer just a simple friendship. She really couldn't accept an ending where they break up and can't even be friends anymore. It was a 20-year relationship. Just as Eun-soo was in a dilemma, Sun Woo confessed with a bouquet of flowers. Unfortunately, Sun Woo's sincere confession was rejected by Eun-soo. The next day, before leaving for work, Eun-soo looked at the breakfast Sun Woo had prepared for her and started blaming herself. Maybe she shouldn't have enjoyed Sun Woo's love, and she definitely shouldn't have given him hope. She hastily chose to run away, but ran into Sun Woo fixing a bicycle in the yard. Sun Woo asked Eun-soo what time she got off work, but Eun-soo used the excuse of being in a hurry for work and ran off. Until almost 12 a.m., Eun-soo still hadn't come home. So, Sun Woo, worried about Eun-soo's safety, went to her company to pick her up, but he saw this scene in the bar downstairs from her company. Eun-soo, who wouldn't have come home so late, was actually with another man. Angry, Sun Woo didn't say a word and went straight over to make trouble. While Eun-soo was in the restroom, Sun Woo picked up the bottle of red wine on the table and asked the producer, "Does Eun-soo like this kind of red wine?" The producer replied that Eun-soo loved it, but Sun Woo clearly remembered that Eun-soo never drank red wine. This meant Eun-soo was changing for the producer. Sun Woo's heart truly ached. He tried his best to suppress his anger. He told himself in his heart that if Eun-soo wanted to be with the producer, he would sincerely wish them well. As long as Eun-soo could be happy, he was willing to never bother her again. Sun Woo turned and left, leaving them a chance to be alone. That night, the room without Sun Woo felt especially empty. Eun-soo hugged the scarf Sun Woo had given her, her heart aching dully. Scenes of Sun Woo kept replaying in her mind. She wanted to call Sun Woo to see how he was, but his phone was always off. Eun-soo went to Sun Woo's studio, but there was no sign of him. Eun-soo learned from Sun Woo's colleague about his plans to develop his career abroad. Hearing that Sun Woo's career was progressing, Eun-soo was happy for him from the bottom of her heart. But she couldn't bring a smile to her face. Before going abroad, Sun Woo returned the fixed bicycle to Eun-soo. The reason Sun Woo was willing to spend several days fixing the bicycle that had been left in storage for years was because this bike carried their shared beautiful memories. That day, Sun Woo had used it to teach Eun-soo how to ride a bike. Eun-soo stood by, a little scared. She was afraid Sun Woo would confess again. So, before Sun Woo could speak, She said these heartbreaking words, "We have to protect our lifelong friendship." That's my wish. Actually, without Eun-soo's deliberate reminder, the perceptive Sun Woo had already put himself back in the friend zone. If his love made Eun-soo feel uncomfortable, he would rather bury this love deep in his heart and never mention it again. On the day Sun Woo left the country, the two of them waited at the airport bus stop. Sun Woo nagged Eun-soo like a mother, telling her not to dress lightly just to look good. They reluctantly said goodbye through the bus window. After seeing Sun Woo off, Eun-soo received a text from him. He told her he had made all the oranges she didn't like into jam. At this moment, Eun-soo couldn't hold it in anymore. Tears streamed down her face. Only then did she belatedly realize that she had liked him all along too. In the days without Sun Woo, Eun-soo always felt the world was empty. She learned to eat the jam Sun Woo made. Her happiest moment each day was cooking a meal and sharing it with Sun Woo. She would also wear the scarf he gave her. Soon, a year had passed. Eun-soo had also become a recognized lyricist. She also received a collaboration offer from a music tycoon. She immediately texted Sun Woo, because this person was Sun Woo's favorite singer. But Sun Woo was always taking photos in deserts or remote areas, so his phone signal was very poor. There was no reply for a long time. The next day, Eun-soo went to Sun Woo's studio to find a passport photo she had taken before. But she saw the photo in the very center of the photo wall was hers. She wondered when Sun Woo had taken this photo. And in the bottom right corner of the photo was the last card that Sun Woo had drawn when they played with the tarot cards. Eun-soo stared at the photo, lost in thought. Just then, Sun Woo's partner received a call from him. Eun-soo excitedly wanted to get closer and say a word, but he had already hung up. He said Sun Woo was on the road. The signal was bad so he couldn't talk for long. Eun-soo was a little disappointed. At that moment, her phone rang. She thought it was Sun Woo, but it was the producer, suddenly asking to meet. By now, Eun-soo's heart was filled with Sun Woo. She decisively rejected the producer's confession. "I want to date you." She decisively rejected the producer's confession and frankly told him that she didn't really like red wine. Even knowing this might cost her the collaboration, she still wanted to be true to her heart. Unexpectedly, the producer laughed heartily after hearing this. He said although his heart ached a little, he would never lose an excellent lyricist over this. At the same time, he also told Eun-soo that the last time Sun Woo saw them having dinner, he had told Sun Woo that he was pursuing her. At that time, Sun Woo only asked him if Eun-soo liked red wine. After getting an affirmative answer, Sun Woo fell silent. Hearing this, Eun-soo finally understood that Sun Woo had misunderstood her relationship with the producer. Returning home that night, Eun-soo found her house had been neatly cleaned up. She couldn't help but call out Sun Woo's name, but was startled by her mother. Her mother showed her the doll Sun Woo had prepared for his confession. Then, Eun-soo curiously asked if her mother had brought the tarot cards. She also sincerely drew 3 cards. The first card she turned over was a new opportunity. The second was her determination. Miraculously, the third card was identical to the one Sun Woo had drawn. She seemed to remember it meant someone very far away, but her mother told her it actually meant someone right in front of you. That day, she had lied to Sun Woo to give Eun-soo an out. After her mother left, Eun-soo sent a text message to Sun Woo, but she couldn't muster the courage to send the words, "I miss you so much." She just stared blankly at the doll Sun Woo gave her. She accidentally discovered something else inside the doll. Curious, she opened it and found a note and a necklace inside. The note read, "I hope that in every moment of your life, I can be by your side." This made Eun-soo even more certain that Sun Woo liked her. Then, she took out the tarot card her mother had given her. Finally, she mustered her courage and texted Sun Woo that she had something to tell him. The next day, Eun-soo passed by a flower shop and saw the flowers Sun Woo had given her when he confessed. She couldn't help but stop. And the next second, a familiar figure pushed open the door and walked out. It turned out to give Eun-soo a big surprise. Sun Woo had deliberately hidden the news that he was temporarily back in the country for a 10-day break. Hearing that his friend Eun-soo was writing lyrics for his favorite singer, Sun Woo said he screamed on the street when he heard the news. Eun-soo demanded he listen to it every day before bed, and even while eating. Sun Woo of course agreed repeatedly. That night, the two went for a walk. When it was time to part ways, Sun Woo suddenly remembered Eun-soo's text saying she had something to tell him. Eun-soo originally planned to confess, but she hesitated and couldn't say it. But this time, it was her turn to take off her scarf and thoughtfully wrap it around Sun Woo. It seemed it was always Sun Woo worrying about her being cold before. But after you fall in love with someone, the feeling of care truly emerges uncontrollably. To cherish the short time with Sun Woo, Eun-soo went to the photography studio every day. However, today, a love rival appeared. That girl was Kim Seo-yeon. She had been helping out at the studio for a few days. Seeing how well the two of them got along, in the past, she probably would have teased them. But now, the enlightened Eun-soo couldn't help but be secretly jealous. After returning home, Eun-soo couldn't calm down to write lyrics at all. So, in her exclusive lyric notebook, she wrote, "Sun Woo, what should I do?" Then she wrote, "Don't do anything. Endure it. No, don't endure it anymore." After some internal struggle, Eun-soo received a text from Sun Woo inviting her to join a gathering. So she tried on countless different outfits. When she rushed to the place, she saw Sun Woo and Kim Seo-yeon still busy. Jealous, she threw aside the late-night meal she brought, took off her coat, and shook it to make a noise. Seeing Sun Woo didn't notice, she sat down and started fiddling with his camera. But Kim Seo-yeon told Eun-soo the camera was expensive and not to break it. So she put it down and picked up a roll of film to look at. As expected, Kim Seo-yeon stopped her again. Soo could only watch sourly from the side. While snacking, Kim Seo Yeon said rice wine didn't agree with her. Sun Woo asked if she get a headache after drinking it. This scene gave Soo mixed feelings. Sun Woo used to care for her just like that. He wouldn't let her drink red wine, afraid she'd get a headache. But now, that care was no longer exclusively for her. After the snack, she sat alone by the door in a daze. Just then, Sun Woo prepared to walk Kim Seo Yeon home. To avoid embarrassment, Soo frantically hid behind a nearby car. But she accidentally overheard Kim Seo Yeon persistently pursuing Sun Woo. Although Sun Woo had clarified multiple times, "We only have a working relationship," Kim Seo Yeon became more determined with each rejection. This made Soo so angry she wanted to eat her alive. After seeing Kim Seo Yeon off, Sun Woo told Soo to come out. It turned out he had spotted her long ago. On the way back, she tentatively asked Sun Woo, "If I were the one asking you out, what would you say?" Sun Woo paused for a moment. He said he would say no. "Because you once said, if we want to never be apart, we have to be friends for life." Watching Sun Woo's receding back, Soo's eyes were filled with regret. So that was the reason for Sun Woo's unrequited love for her. She never thought her own words would become a boomerang that came back to hit her. The lyrics about unrequited love that she couldn't write no matter how hard she tried before, now poured out from her heart. Looking at the bicycle in the yard, she remembered the first time she learned to ride a bike. Ever since then, Sun Woo had always been silently supporting her from behind. They had witnessed so many moments in each other's lives. Thinking of this, she stopped her bike and sent a text to Sun Woo. It was another snowy night. The two met at their favorite restaurant. Soo nervously took out her lyric notebook. Her latest lyrics were scribbled all over it, but she couldn't think of the last line. "The reason I couldn't write is because for the past 8 years, you've had to endure this pain alone. You probably glanced at my side profile countless times and stared at my back for a very long time. Known each other for 20 years. A secret love for 8 years." His feelings were finally discovered by Soo. Hearing these words, Sun Woo's eyes welled up with tears. He silently wrote in the lyric notebook, completing the song's last line, "Stay with me forever, I love you." Sun Woo, who was once so afraid he didn't dare touch Soo's fingertips, finally took this brave step. So, to all the boys and girls with a secret crush, while you are young, please bravely take the other person's hand and say to them loudly, "I love you." Don't wait until you've lost them to regret it. Maybe they've been waiting to hear those words from you for a very, very long time.